Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also looking at SQQQ and NASDAQ as well. This is your daily update and prediction to show you guys what is going on for tomorrow. Getting you guys prepped and ready for the next trading day. This is going to get your preparation on what to look for, key levels of support, technical analysis, and data sets that you need to know if you play in stock market. Hold SQQQ, hold AMC, hold meme stocks, plan to trade, or anything in between. And of course, it's sprinkled with those DataZero keys about passive income, how finance works, and ways to get financial freedom. If you want to be a part of that and get in this knowledge set, all you have to do is press subscribe to join the DataZero family. With that being said, this video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on.
Alright guys, what's up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is going to be your daily update and prediction for AMC, GME, and SPY. This is where we're going to be looking at AMC, GME, and SPY, giving you guys an update on prediction on where we are headed in the near future, where I think we are going over the next couple of trading days based off the charts, the facts, and the data. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the charts and see what we have going on. And this video is not financial advice. It should not be taken as such. Please do your own due diligence and research before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So the first thing you want to be looking at here is SPY and NASDAQ. So we're going to be watching the market closely because we are heavily, well, me personally, I am heavily invested in SQQQ. So what I'm going to be watching is NASDAQ in the overall market. So let's go ahead and check out what is going on and where I think we could be headed here in the near future. So let's go ahead and go to NASDAQ and show you guys what we're looking at. So basically, NASDAQ has a big gap fill right here on the 4-hour time frame. It's on the daily time frame, so this gap is probably going to get filled before this gap down here. Now if this gap down here gets filled, that means SQQQ will come up and fill this gap here. But what I'm thinking is we are going to see a NASDAQ come back up and have a decent bounce all the way back up to about 13,000. We've seen a lot of pullback here in NASDAQ. If you look at the chart, it is not oversold yet, so you could have a little bit more downside, but I'm thinking we'll probably get a decent bounce back to the upside in the market, coming back up to fill this gap on NASDAQ. So we want to be watching very, very closely to see if we could get a pop back to the upside. Now right now that is not looking very, very feasible. Right now it looks like the momentum is actually going to continue to the downside, but I am predicting that we could potentially see this bounce to the upside for NASDAQ. So this is what I'm looking at for NASDAQ. Again, RSI oversold, so if we did see a decent bounce back to the upside, that would pull SQQQ down. I would not be surprised, again, if I see SQQQ come all the way back down, and SQQQ would be filling this gap here at about 20 bucks. Again, that would not be surprising to see SQQQ to have a pullback and NASDAQ to have a push up. And again, SQQQ coming down to fill this gap in between $20 and $19. You can see there's one here at $19.30, and then there's one here at $20. I have them marked with this bluish turquoise type color, and again, you guys can see that there's a gap here at about $20 and $19. It would not be surprising for NASDAQ to SQQQ to come fill those gaps. You can see you kind of have this doji on SQQQ, which is a topping pattern. And again, would not be surprising to see it come back down, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Again, on the long term, I'm very bullish on this, but come back down and fill that gap before coming back to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at for NASDAQ and SQQQ. Basically, I think we're going to come back and retest this bear flag as resistance. Again, we potentially have a head and shoulders playing out on NASDAQ right now, which would see NASDAQ come down to fill this gap. So we could see a lot more momentum to the downside, especially if this GDP number comes out tomorrow and it is low, if we see this number come out tomorrow, so if we see GDP come out tomorrow and it is lower than this 2% rating right here, you could see a major down drop in the market. Again, if it's lower than the 2% previous rating, you could see a major pullback in the market. Even if it's lower than this 2.1% rating that the consensus and the forecast is, you could see a pullback. But especially if it is lower than this 2% rating, you're going to see a major pullback in the market. So that comes out at 8:30, so we will know before the market opens. If you see the market start to tank around 8:30, that is exactly what happened. We got bad GDP numbers. Again, we can check this website for the GDP numbers, and I will be talking about it on the stream tomorrow. I stream at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time from that time till market close, so check me out for tomorrow's live stream. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on in SPY. Again, I do think SPY could be seeing a decent bounce as well. We can see that momentum is starting to push to the upside a little bit. If we go ahead and pop on the super trend, you guys will, or not the super trend, the alligator, you guys will see that it's starting to curl ever so slightly on the 4-hour time frame, on the 2-hour time frame, and on the 1-hour time frame is starting to curl as well. This is showing that momentum is shifting. You can see that you have a MACD cross here on the hourly time frame, on the 2-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame you do have a green candle as well. This is showing that momentum is shifting as well. I do think we're going to see a nice little bounce to the upside, filling this gap for SPY at 431. I do think we could see this possibly tomorrow, but again, if these GDP numbers come out and they are bad, that is going to push the market down. What I'm thinking is we actually might get decent GDP numbers. Again, the forecast is 2.1, so if it did come out 2.1, you could probably see a nice little push up off of that news, but then I think an overall resumption of the market down. So again, watch very, very closely for these GDP numbers because it's going to put a lot of volatility in the market. But I do think we could see a little bit of pumps to the upside again, especially if those numbers come out positive, and then see a resumption to the downside. Again, this could pump all the way up to 431, 438. It's all depending on these GDP numbers. But if we break the crucial resistance of 422 and go below this yellow line at 422, 423, around that range, it's over, okay? Because that is the macro bear flag, and it's over if we go below this level and confirm it as resistance. Again, this is the macro bear flag, so if you see us come below these levels of like 420, 422, 423 in that range and confirm this as resistance, it's over. We're going to be coming down to fill this gap in this gap very, very quickly on SPY, and we're going to see a capitulation to the downside. The macro bear flag has targets all the way down at possibly $355. So this one I'm looking at for the overall market. Again, guys, make sure you study the market cycle psychology chart. This will help you out a lot. And again, if we overlook the market cycle psychology chart, I think we are in the complacency stage. We're going to see a pullback. I did call the top at 460. You can go ahead and check that out on my Twitter. Again, I called the top of SPY at 460, 450, around that range. I've tweeted it. I've talked about it multiple times. But again, way back before we hit the top, way back in July, and even before that on my videos, I said the top of SPY will be 450, 460, letting everyone know exactly where the top would be. You could see that we topped out on SPY. It keeps changing here on Webull. I don't know what is going on with Webull, but the top keeps changing. But if you go ahead and go to trading view, you'll see that it topped out at 459.50, 459.49, around that range. Again, you can go to trading view. Webull is now saying a different number. You guys can see that it's saying like 467. That is not the correct number. If you go to most charts, they're going to show you guys. And again, I don't know why it keeps changing. Last night it said like 454, but again, right here is the top, 459.49. But again, guys, I did let you guys know that, and then predicted the day that the market crash would start with September 20th, and you guys can see the market has been crashing ever since the date of September 20th. I do think we will be crashing throughout October. I do think September and October is going to be a red month for SPY and the NASDAQ. I think October is going to be an even bigger red month, and I think we have a lot of downside. I think SQQQ is going to pump up to the upside in a big way. I think I'm going to make a lot of profit when it comes to the downside. When I'm making money on the way down, then I'm going to be buying the bottom and then riding all that profit back up. Again, making wealth, accumulating a bag, maintaining it, flipping it, making a bigger bag, maintaining it, flipping it, and making an even bigger bag, and building wealth. Doing it by buying the top, or buying the bottoms and selling the tops, and using non-emotion and charts, facts, and data to guide my decisions. But guys, this is everything I'm looking at for the overall market. I did want to show you guys that fear and greed is an extreme greed or extreme fear. So this would be time that you would be looking to actually purchase and go into the market. Again, the macro overall, guys, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more downside, but I want to show you that we could be potentially seeing a big bounce, especially because we are in extreme fear already. But I think we have a lot more downside. Again, I think October is going to be a red month and an even bigger regular month than September. And you can already see the candle that we put in for September. I think we're going to see an even bigger one for October. So guys, this is what I'm looking at for the overall market. Let's go ahead and hop into the meme stocks and show you guys what's going on. Again, GDP comes out at 8:30, and I will be talking about this tomorrow. That is Thursday at 8:30. So let's go ahead and hop into the meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks and what is popping off for these assets. So let's give you guys the data sets first. Let's go over the data sets. Shares available to borrow, 3.3 million. Let's go ahead and show you the short interest reported by Fintel. It's 14.04%. Now, these are going to be all Ortex numbers. These are all Ortex numbers. Let's start with AMC. So we have 12.53% on short interest. We have utilization at 55.30%. We have cost to borrow at 5.74%. Shares on loan, 26.16 million. Days to cover, 1.88. If I go ahead and go to AMC cost to borrow and look at it on a regular website, you guys will see that AMC's cost to borrow is sitting at about 2.18% based off of Chart Exchange. I just gave you Ortex numbers, and let's go ahead and check out AMC FTDs. And again, the most recent FTDs is showing a big pop to the upside here to 50 million. And then just recently we had a little bit of FTDs, but if you look, we have closeout dates for T+35 all the way into October the 3rd. So that's what I'm looking at for the data sets for AMC. Let's go ahead and show you guys GameStop's short interest and everything else. So go GameStop. GameStop 19.99%, utilization 85.12%, cost to borrow 3.61%, shares on loan 74.63 million, days to cover 26.50. So that's what we're looking at for GameStop, and that is impressive numbers, if I do say so myself. Now let's go ahead and look at the technicals for GameStop and what we're looking at for GameStop and what we could potentially see. So GameStop still traveling up in this overall ascending channel. Again, we had false breaks to the up and downside. This is a very rough channel. I don't like when my channels have breaks like this, but again, this pattern is still holding, so we want to still maintain with this pattern. I do think we could see a break to the downside, but GameStop is looking like we could see a little bit more bullishness until pre-market, and then possibly seeing a red day tomorrow. We did have a decent day today for GameStop. At the end of the day, it did push up and managed to pull out a green day. Again, I do think we could potentially see a red day tomorrow. You can see that the days have been really mixed for GameStop. It's just been like green, red, green, red, green, red, just changing back and forth. But I do think we could have potentially a red day tomorrow as we possibly break this bear flag, seeing the momentum crack to the downside before an overall push to the upside. Again, very, very simple on what I think is going on with GameStop. Basically, I think it's going to follow this channel all the way up, then break to the downside, come down and retest this macro sloping resistance to get a bounce to the upside. Now, keep your eye on the prize and just remember the macro and the things that I keep repeating. Gap fill at $70, gap fill at $40, macro falling wedge, macro triple bottom. So these are all the things that you need to keep in your head, and the macro will play out. When in doubt, zoom out. We can see that the weekly MACD is actually starting to curl to the upside. We can see that the daily MACD actually just got a decent green candle today as it's starting to curl a little bit to the upside as well. You can see that this candle here is actually bigger than this candle, but again, we could flip bearish at any minute, and we could see a retest of that 1615 level. But again, guys, I don't think we're going to be coming back down to like $15, $14 on GameStop. The lowest I think we could possibly go on GameStop is 1616. And if we really look at what's going on GameStop, I don't want to clutter it up with any more wedges or anything like that. But guys, if you really look at what's going on, this is a bullish wedge that it's making. I'll go ahead and take the alligator off so it's a little bit more clean. And I won't leave this on here. But if you look, this is a falling wedge that it's making. So, I mean, this is bullish in my personal opinion. I think GameStop basically just consolidating on its way down before making a pop to the upside. This is another bullish wedge that it's making. This is like a triple wedge right here. This is crazy. I think it's just consolidating, setting up for a big pop, guys. That's what I'm thinking is happening. Basically, a stock needs to build a base and then consolidate before making a rip to the upside. Things cannot just move up. They cannot just move down. They have to move in waves. They have to build bullish bases before taking a lift off. I think that this is curling up like a spring. Basically, as the pressure builds up, it coils up like a spring. The more you push it down, the higher it's going to pop. And I think GameStop is actually setting up for a big move, guys. I think it's setting up for a big move. You guys can believe what you want. You can do what you want. I don't care. I am bullish on GameStop, and I think it's setting up to fill that gap at $40 and $70, possibly even much higher in my personal opinion. So again, on the short term, don't be surprised if you see a pullback tomorrow. We're getting close to this sloping resistance here that I just marked here in white. We're getting very close to that. You can see that we're getting to the top of this bear flag. So don't be surprised if you see a pullback tomorrow, maybe even Friday, before seeing an overall bounce to the upside later in maybe like October, late September. But this is what I'm looking at for GameStop stock on the short and long term. I'm extremely bullish on it, and I think it's setting up for a big move in my personal opinion. I think we could see a couple more weeks of consolidation in this wedge. You can see that it's 1, 2, 3, like maybe 2 weeks worth of consolidation before seeing a pop to the upside. And I think once the market really starts to crash, AMC and GameStop are going to pump. But I mean really start to crash. Not this little bit of pullback that we're seeing now, guys. I'm talking about a real capitulation, a real crash, a big down month, something like possibly in October. And again, the points of interest for AMC are September the 20th to October the 4th. So we do have until October the 4th until I think that we have a potential chance to not see something. But again, if the market starts to crash in October, we could extend that a little bit, maybe for the whole month of October. I don't want to move the goalposts. I don't want to move dates, but this is just the point of interest that I'm looking at for AMC. We want to see where the price action is and where the market is by October the 4th before we make any rash decisions. And again, AMC could literally take off at any time. Nobody really knows when AMC is going to take off. Of course, there's going to be signs the days leading up into it, but until those days come, we won't really know. And of course, if the market suddenly starts to crash and a black swan event happens, it could be like that. Okay, we could just be watching the stream one day and this thing just start taking off. And it's happened before where AMC just started to rally randomly, so you never know when it's going to go. But I think both AMC and GME are setting up for a move. When is that move going to be, guys? I can't tell you that. Now, let's go ahead and hop into AMC. I already covered the data sets for AMC. And again, if the short interest is above 8 to 10%, you can have a short squeeze. As long as the short interest doesn't dry up, you are good. And I think that they know that we know that, obviously. So I think they would probably go to great lengths to probably try to hide the short interest. So we want to be watching both Ortex, Fintel, and other multiple reports of the short interest for AMC and using those as cross references. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the technicals for AMC, showing you guys what is going on and where I think we're headed for AMC stock. So the first thing I want to point out for AMC is that we are in this giant pennant. We are at the bottom layer of it right now. So we had a nice break to the upside. They started shorting us down. You can see that they've been using short shares throughout yesterday and today, guys. They've been trying to short this thing down. This is why you cannot get discouraged, and you cannot let these psychological attacks affect you, because it is a waiting game for this, okay? It's a waiting game. They cannot short it forever. They cannot keep shorting the float. They cannot keep borrowing shares forever. When the market starts to crash and we see real capitulation, then we could see forced margin calls, we could see forced covering, we could see things of that nature. But until that day, I am not holding my breath, guys. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and I am not letting these psychological tactics get to me. Now, I am also making money in the meantime by trading AMC, by trading SPY, by trading SQQQ, and making money in the meantime. Again, this is very, very easy because you don't even have to do risky call options or puts. You can actually play the downside of the market using SQQQ, and you can play the upside of the market using SPY, and you can do long shares for both of them. If you want to go short the market, you buy long shares SQQQ. You want to go long the market, you buy long shares SPY, or you can do maybe NASDAQ, but NASDAQ is quite expensive. But this is what I'm looking at, and this is what I do. I do trade to make a small bag and then use these profits to add them to my current positions. Right now, I currently am holding an SQQQ trade. I talked about it over the stream. Basically where my accumulation ranges and everything, that the trade is playing out very, very nicely, currently in profit, and I will let you guys know how that goes as I continue to do YouTube and putting my trades out here in the public and showing you guys my research. But now let's go ahead and hop into AMC and show you guys really what's going on, where I think we're headed. You guys can see that we did have a nice bearish wave, but you can see that the MACD is starting to curl back to the upside. So this is again bullish for AMC. You can see on the 15-minute time frame, bullish MACD. On the 30-minute time frame, fresh new candles. You guys can see that we did get back inside of the yellow support. This is all very, very bullish. We had this false break to the downside, but then we got this pop to the upside. We found this falling wedge during the stream. We tracked it. I told you guys that we'd probably have a green after hours. That's exactly what we've seen. We managed to drift back up into this level where I wanted to go. You guys can see my little prediction right here, and we drifted back up into that level and got back above support and got a back above the yellow sloping support. Not only that, but horizontal support right here. So again, AMC is looking good for a recovery. So I think they're going to try to close this thing around $8. Again, max pain for AMC is at that $8 level. Again, max pain. So let's go ahead and show you max pain for AMC and max pain for SPY. That way you guys can see what is going on. But max pain is $8. Again, max pain is not always where we close, but it is something that you need to keep in mind. $8 for max pain for AMC, and then max pain for SPY is going to be $4.28. So watch those levels of $4.28 for SPY, and then of course $8 for AMC. So I think we could see a bullish move if we get to the if we get to this wedge here. This is a pennant. If we get to the edge of this pennant and break out, we need to get above the sloping resistance marked here in yellow and then see it push to the upside. So again, you want to see us break above, you want to see us confirm, use it as support, and then break above. AMC also has a gap fill here at $7.90. So again, AMC is going to be coming back up to about $8, guys. It's very, very obvious what's going to be happening. It's not even like uncertain. We'll be coming back up to $8. I'll give you guys a little bit of a prediction. We'll see how well it tracks tomorrow during stream when we wake up. So here is prediction for AMC. We'll see how well it tracks when we wake up, and I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. All right, so there's the prediction, guys, and if we can get above the sloping resistance, then we could see a breakout. So tomorrow is going to be crucial, guys. You're going to want to watch the stream tomorrow, definitely, to be on top of things. But again, AMC is looking bullish. I'm thinking a green day tomorrow, guys. I'm thinking a green day tomorrow, so we will see what happens. Again, I'm calling for a green day on AMC tomorrow. Let's see about SPY. We'll probably have a green day on SPY as well. We'll probably have a green day on SPY and a green day on AMC. I'm not going to make a prediction on GME. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. Tomorrow's going to be a crucial test. Resistance and support levels that we have are $7.71 is going to be resistance. $7.65 going to be resistance. $7.61 is going to be support. $7.50 is going to be support, and $7.54 is going to be support. So that's what we're looking at for AMC. We want to get above the levels of $7.75 to see a breakout. So those are the levels you need to looking for, and levels of support and resistance. Guys, if you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. If you want to join the Discord, all you have to do is hit me up on the email. The email is DataZeroOfficial5. DataZeroOfficial5. Hit me up on the email. It's $50 one-time payment. $50 one-time payment. Get in before the price goes up, because this is very, very cheap. The Discord pays for itself, guys. If you see the winners that I post, you'll see what I mean by the Discord pays for itself. People are winning hundreds and hundreds of dollars each and every day. I put out multiple plays, so go ahead and check out the buy and sell signals, the technical analysis, the things that I put out to give you an edge in the market. If you want to get involved in this, if you want to join the community, all you have to do is hit me up, DataZeroOfficial5, $50 via PayPal or Cash App. Make sure you email me first, ask me about the Discord. I'm gonna send you a little bit of information about the Discord and where to send payment. Once you send payment, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. But guys, you don't have to do anything like that. You don't have to send me super chats. You don't have to do anything like that. The super chats and the memberships help me get things like this new microphone, like this beautiful camera, so we can get better equipment and better production and better content. So if you do want to help out, all you have to do is send a super chat or join the membership, which is $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. All you have to do is press join next to the subscribe button. But if you really want to help out and you don't want to spend anything, all you have to do is press like and press subscribe and comment the video. That is the best way and a great way to help me out, and it is absolutely free. It just takes a little bit of your time. Also, sharing the video greatly helps as well. Guys, this is everything I have for you. Hopefully you're having a great night, great day whenever you're watching this. Hopefully you found this video informative. Hope you learned something. Hopefully it was a little bit of entertainment. I know the streams are a lot more entertaining, but as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite, but it's packed full of a great community that is working on getting financial freedom. People that love to trade and make money, and we are making a good amount of money. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and hit me up for the buy, sell signals, technical analysis. There are multiple traders in there posting their technical analysis and trades as well. Again, if you want to be a part of this, hit me up. Link down below is all the information. My email, my business email is DataZeroOfficial5. If you want to be involved, hit me up on that and ask me about the Discord. And other than that, all you have to do is press like, press subscribe. I hope you found this video informative. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.